Hey, $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion, bro. Fuck. 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 That's fuck. Bruh. That's crazy. Crazy ain't the word, bruh. That's unbelievable. If this is true, said Adidas cut their deal with Kanye after his anti-Semite remarks. I don't know if it's from the tweet or from just his interviews he's been doing, right? Kanye West's net worth has reportedly plummeted from $2 billion to $400 million following the end of his partnership with Adidas. According to Forbes magazine, Ye is no longer a billionaire. They was quick to fucking put that shit out, wasn't they? After Adidas terminated their contract with the rapper and entrepreneur today over his anti-Semitic comments. The deal was said to have value of $1.5 billion. But now that partnership is ended, Ye is a $400 millionaire. That means goddamn Kim and Kylie shitting on him now. Bruh. That's crazy. I was sitting here asking last time we was doing the fucking interview, I was like, can you cancel Kanye? I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a $400 millionaire with whatever he got going on. You really can't cancel $400 million, bro. But to wipe out 75% of his net worth over the comments he made, that's crazy. That's scary. Big picture to me, that's scary, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to go back and specifically identify what exactly was said that's pissing everybody off, because he lost his contract with Def Jam or some shit like that, right? Let me see. Let's see all the shit Kanye got canceled with today. Yeah, it's from Vibe magazine. Kanye West's Good Music reportedly no longer a part of Def Jam. Following a string of anti-Semitic comments made, Kanye has been exiled from a plethora of business deals and partnerships. According to the New York Times, his most recent alleged dismissal is from his longtime label Home. A close source to Def Jam has shared that Ye's imprint, Good Music, is no longer affiliated with the label giant. Ye's contract has reportedly expired following 2021's Donda, although it has been confirmed he was going to continue his partnership with Def Jam before his most recent controversy. That DEFCON 3 got his ass canceled like a motherfucker, man. I don't really think that's gonna fuck with his pockets though, because Kanye's big enough to goddamn, he don't need a label anymore. But that's crazy. Like, that's his home for a long time, and they got rid of his ass too. What else? He lost the contract with Gap. Gap released his ass too. Just from NBC News, Gap says it will dump products designed by Kanye West starting immediately. Bro, it's low-key. It feels like they was just waiting on it feel like they was just salivating, just waiting on the opportunity to just let this man go and fire at his ass, you know what I'm saying, off rip, bro. Because it's all coming like back to back to back to back to back all the same day. Because when did that tweet come out? The DEFCON 3 tweet came out like days ago. You know what I'm saying? So maybe all the attention, I'm assuming like all the shit that's been going on with these fucking interviews have like magnified that tweet. The whole world has been seeing it, man. And you know what I'm saying? The tweet, I mean, freedom of speech, right? You can say what you want, but you still got to be held accountable, dog. And I did a live reaction to the interview during that part, man. I ain't even know what, bruh, real shit, keep it a buck with y'all. I ain't even know what the hell anti-Semite meant until Kanye brought all this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, anti-Semite just means like anti-Jew. You know what I'm saying? Which, bruh, like, I don't want to get canceled though. I don't want to get canceled, bruh, but anti-Semite, that's what everybody's attacking him for, right? Because the anti-Semite, bro, you don't fuck with the Jews, dog, because now you fuck with the Jews, bro, you got canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said the shit about George Floyd. It wasn't this much heat. I don't see no anti, whatever the word is for black folk, anti-black struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's anti-Semite, dog. Y'all kind of proving his point. You know what I'm saying? From the optics. Hey, I have no dog in the fight. I don't have nothing against Jews, bro. I'm just, look, I heard what Kanye said. He said what he said, and I disagree with his reasoning for saying what he said. It was like an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, since black folk have struggled so much and have been, discriminated against pretty much, that gives me right to discriminate now and say this shit about Jews with a whole, like, go DEFCON 3 on Jews, which is like, but DEFCON 3 is when the military is preparing or just being on being on standby, ready to go to war, like a minute's notice. So it's like, he's essentially telling the world to be prepared to go to war on Jews, which is fucked up. Like, from the optics outside, that's crazy. Like, if anybody said that shit about another fucking race, it's gonna look odd too. It's gonna look crazy too, man. But to see that this shit is literally canceling Kanye. He is literally being canceled. That's big picture to me, dog. From some words, it's one thing. You should have the fucking freedom to say what the fuck you want, right? I'm all for freedom of speech, but if fucking Taylor Swift said, let's go DEFCON 3 on all Christians or some shit, right? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then he doubled down to what the fuck he said too. He doubled down to what the fuck he said, dog. Bro, that's rough. That's rough. He's being canceled. The companies do not want to have anything to do with a man that's going out saying some shit like that. You know what I mean? But he's proving their fucking point. Hey, the Jews run everything. You do not fuck with the Jews, dog. That's pretty much what he was saying, right? But then I'm pulling it back and applying it to real life and shit, right? So like if you're just a regular Samaritan out here, you working for a company and you write some shit, like you go on Twitter and say some shit like we're gonna go DEFCON 3 on women, your company find out, they probably gonna let you go too. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to have any affiliation to some shit like that, right? Depending upon what your job is and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And then Kanye West is Kanye West. He's like he's a mogul at this point, saying some shit like that. So yeah, like dive. Yeah. I mean, like I'm freedom of speech. You can say what the fuck you want, but you're gonna be held accountable if you out here saying some crazy shit, man. And going DEFCON 3 on all Jewish people sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. And then going back, like remembering what was said during that Piers Morgan interview, he doubled down. Like, where's the fucking interview? He doubled down on that shit.
You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a Karen.
I'm talking
about.
I'm not a Karen.
To the pain.
I'm not a Karen, and I'm not going to cancel you, and I'm not going to uncensor you. I'm simply going to challenge you on what you're saying.
You can't.
I think you don't understand the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments, and I think that one in particular, I can understand.
Oh my God! God forbid one comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years. Even
see, he doubled down on it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember Piers Morgan actually apologized. He said, "No, I'm not apologizing for shit." But then he said some shit about at the end. He said, "I do apologize if the shit got twisted or."
Jewish people, are you sorry you said that?
No,
I think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not. I will say I'm sorry for the people that are hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion.
See, so yeah, he did apologize there, man. So yeah, I just want to clarify my stance on this shit. I'm all for freedom of speech, and I'm also for like the way I live my life. I'm like, if some shit was like that was said to me to discriminate against me, like it's all about how I respond to the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let some shit that somebody say affect me, right? But this is a different dynamic, you know what I'm saying? Because of who Kanye is and what he represents and shit and the influence he has and the business dealings he with, like everybody don't see the world the way I see the fucking world, right? And then big picture, like if I put myself in Jewish people's shoes and saw somebody say we're gonna go DEFCON 3 on all black people, and it's somebody the likes of Kanye, I'm like, what the fuck? What's wrong with Buddy? So all the shit that's happening to him with that doesn't really surprise me now after like diving deeper into what was actually going on. You know what I'm saying? And like you can't just go out here saying what the fuck you want to say and not be held accountable, dog. Like, that came from a place of hate. It didn't come from a good place. It came from an eye for an eye type shit, and motherfuckers you have business dealings with can do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta check yourself, bro. And then Kanye just got humbled. He realized that he ain't King Tut out here, man. So yeah, but whew, $1.5 billion. That is crazy. Crazy.